Welcome. This is a modified approach to what I showed you before on how to export the risk register in P6 into to PRA, Pertmaster, or Primavera Risk Analysis. So this is a little simple example, but this is about what you would expect. This is an L1 schedule, something that you would develop in pre-feed work. And so this is just an example of how it can work. So this is our little L1 schedule for the development of a couple jackup rigs, offshore rigs, obviously. And nothing special here, and there's no reason for you to pay attention to that, except that in the process of developing your project, you're going to run a risk workshop. And this is one way to capture that information. And I would really urge you to use the capabilities that reside within P6 for developing your risk register. It's just going to be a whole lot easier than if you tried to do this in anything in Excel, anything I've seen. Now, there might be some other things out there, but anyhow, using the P6 risk register, you develop your risk and doing all of your analysis. And the one thing that really is valuable here for me is this impact, because that's a little more difficult to do in Excel. So it's here, it's ready to use, and I recommend using the P6 risk register to do the initial work, the work that you can do, the work that comes out of your risk workshop. So when you get down to doing risk management, I really think you want to be in the PRA, the Pertmaster risk register. So this is how we get from here to there. So we've got all this set up here, and before we go too much further, I want to caution you, or at least give you the caveat. This is not a trivial exercise setting this up. It's got a bunch of columns. They have to be in a prescribed order, and you are going to have to develop some user-defined fields, a fair number of them. And I just want to call your attention to it that this is not simple. With any luck, your PMO has already done this and given you the template, and it's just a matter of just filling the information. But you should be aware that there is a fair amount of work behind this. So we've got all of our information, we're ready to go. We finished our risk workshop, and now you're ready to start assigning risk and monitoring the progress. So what we do here is just a Control A. We're going to select all of this. Now, one thing I want to mention to you is that I don't know if you notice here that let's go back. If we notice down here, we've got our score, and this is important if we're going to rank them. And ranking is, because a lot of our risk we're not going to pay any attention to whatsoever. So we're only going to pay attention to the most important ones. But so this data here looks like it's gone. It's not there. Well, it is there. And it's a glitch within P6. They're working on it because they've been working on it since 8.1. But just to let you know that the data is there, you're not missing anything. So when we do our Control A, and we select all that, and we're ready to do our copy and paste, when we bring it over into, and this is into a blank workbook in Excel, and you want to have these 4 tabs. So it's just, this is what the dump looks like, but you notice that our score came over. So it's there. We didn't lose any information, even though it looked like we did. So the process here is you just do this. It's more or less a data dump. Control all, and select all. And so then we've got to get this information, our probabilities here, our rankings, in some kind of order that PRA can use. So what we do is we strip off the leading character there, and then we convert the numerical character into an alpha character via the VLOOKUP. No big deal there. Again, you don't have to know that, but whoever does this for you should, and it's It's part of the template thing. It should be fairly simple. So we've got it all done, and we're ready to export. And again, we're just back to the select all or control A. And we want to dump this into a template. And this template comes over from PRA, and it's a fairly simple thing. They will give this to you again. They should give you a lot of this. And these are the categories that you have to have, the columns. And that's how you have to set up the P6 risk register to match this. So you've got this, and we've done a control A or select all, and we just dumped everything in here. And it's fairly straightforward. Nothing there. The only magical element here is that over here on column AC, quantified, what we have to do there is just make sure that the logical descriptor there is false, and then just do a copy down to all of that. And then you save it, and then it's now time to bring it into to PRA, to Pertmaster. Now I've already imported the schedule, and so it's there waiting for us. But what we want to do here is import, and it's the import the risk register. Sorry. And there you go. And now you're ready. And again, if you look at the power that lies within PRA, the number of things that you can do, I just haven't found anything else like it out there. And I think risk management is possibly one of the most important things you will do as a project manager. So the more capable your tools, the more effective you're going to be. And PRA is a very good tool. So again, I don't expect you to do much of this work. I would expect that you would probably do the original risk register in P6. And then I would kind of expect you to now do at least have somebody on your team using this and giving you the various reports as necessary. But this is just such a very valuable tool. And that's all I really have to say on this. So if you have any questions, or anybody on your staff has any questions, feel free to drop me a note and see what we can do. Thank you.